Hey guys, Editor Justin here. Just a few quick notes before we jump into today's episode. First of all, my shorts were extremely tight, and the camera was kind of staring right down the barrel, so I had to censor that a little bit. Shout out Luis for just not pointing that out. And if you're an audio listener, don't even worry about it. Forget I said that. Second of all, I just want to really apologize for the delay. Our lives have been very hectic recently, and it was getting pretty difficult to manage recording and editing the videos and stuff. So we went on a really quick hiatus, but we are back. Things have mellowed out a lot, so we're going to be able to get back into the grind and put out some more episodes for you guys, because we love doing it, and we love the support that you guys have given us. So without further ado, please enjoy this episode where the gang talks about Transformers and some other bullshit at the beginning. The only thing off field that I know about Tom Brady is that video of him making out with his son.
Yes, that also.
Google that. That's a fun YouTube search.
I don't really want to Google that.
No, I'm just like, for people who are curious and think I'm exaggerating when I said that he made out
Tom
with his
Brady
son.
does kiss his children on the mouth.
But like, not like open mouth. Probably what he's going to be doing to Sydney Sweeney type stuff.
So the crazy thing is that, like, I just knew that he kissed his kids on the mouth, but I didn't, like,
Have you
ever
seen the video?
see it.
Oh,
No,
you haven't? Oh,
and I
okay.
don't. I think I'm good.
You shouldn't. But if you're curious enough, look it up.
I think I'm good. Yeah, no, curiosity really did kill the cat on
Yeah.
that one, and I think I'm gonna be all right. I think I'll live.
Yeah. Should we move on to the...
Ew, let's move on.
Yeah.
So here's I did want to tell you about our Chicago trip.
Do you want to introduce the
Oh,
program that
yeah.
we're on really quick?
We're
Yes.
here.
Hello.
Hello everybody. Welcome back to Roommates Twice Removed. I'm Gracie.
I'm Justin.
And we are rambling once again.
Rambling. We're back. Sorry about the delay.
The hiatus
Yeah.
last week.
We had a vacation and then a broken AC.
Indeed. I got a text from Justin. We were supposed to record before our normal release date,
Yep.
which is Tuesday, and he said, yeah, so the AC is broken and it is 85 degrees in the house. That is not accounting for the computer, the lava lamp, the lights,
Yeah.
and the closed door so the cats don't wreak havoc.
Mm-hmm.
So it probably would have been like 90 plus
Close to 90,
degrees
yeah.
in here. And to be honest, not worth it. Not
No.
worth it. And I knew you guys would survive, probably. It's not like anybody's really
Yes, yeah.
going to lay in the road over Roommates Twice Removed not uploading, one day.
Yeah.
We did get an angry text message from Grace
Grace was
saying,
pretty
where
upset
the
about
fuck is my Transformers episode? So, Grace, this one goes out to you.
Yep. And then next week's episode's already recorded. So
yes, we just kind of did things a little bit out of order.
That'll definitely be out on time, so don't you worry.
Yes. So, sorry about that.
Anyway.
We were going to make an Instagram post and then we just didn't.
Then I forgot.
It's honestly fine. All of our 8 listeners.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we just text all of you like, hey,
Yeah, we're like,
way.
hey, by the way, episode's not coming out. And Grace is the only one that asked us. So it's fine. But I did want to talk about our Chicago trip because it came up briefly, like when we were setting up and stuff. This happened in April. So it was a while ago.
Yep.
I am a city mouse. So our listeners and you now know that I come from humble beginnings. My family, small town,
Yeah.
southern folk. And I did grow up in the suburbs of Houston, but that's pretty bright lights and big city for like my people. I guess like I'm the first generation not born in East Texas.
Yeah. Your first generation suburbanism.
Suburban.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and that's really saying something, I guess. But I guess my mom grew up kind of in Baytown, which
Oh yeah.
Now
we're talking.
and so did my dad. So, things have moved up a little bit. So we went to Chicago for a wedding for Luis's cousin. He got married to a very nice girl. She's very nice. Can't wait to see her after their honeymoon at the end of July. And yeah, we went there. She's from Chicago. I've obviously never been to a big city before. Well, I went to Boston like 8th grade, but like my mom had the reins on that one.
Okay.
Like I go for one purpose and then I leave.
But you were in Chicago for how long?
But I'm in Chicago for quite literally 48 hours.
Gotcha.
Maybe 12 in the city.
Gotcha.
Okay. And I'm like, oh, we're just going to walk around. You know, it's a walkable city. Hey, it's large. So we're in the suburbs for a bit. We go to the wedding. Beautiful wedding. Very Catholic. It is in Latin. Catholic Mass in Latin. Very first Catholic Mass also.
Shout out Catholics.
It was beautiful. It was neat. That was nice. The next day, I'm like, okay, we're going to go exploring. It's going to be great. We're going to go see the bean. We get to the bean successfully. I'm like, amazing. Let's go get lunch somewhere. So we go to this pizza restaurant called Giordano's, known for their deep dish pizza. Because I'm like, Chicago.
Gotta have it, yeah.
Deep dish pizza. That's cool. Not good. Hey, by the way, not good. I think a good pizza, the crust and the cheese ratio have to be right. The cheese has to be bubbly, has to be good. Nice chewy crust. Deep dish, not it. Rubbery vegetables, rubbery cheese.
Glorified, like,
mush.
Tomato soup, yeah.
It's not good.
No.
Sorry, Chicago. But I've heard Chicago people don't really adore it either.
It's more of just like it's symbol of the rivalry.
A gimmick.
Yeah. And they'll be like, yeah, fuck you, New York. Our pizza's better. But
every city's like, our fucking pizza. Like,
yeah.
Whatever. So I could have taken Domino's over that. And I'm not really like I'm not a pizza connoisseur. But like Luis is nodding behind the camera. And like, yeah, it just was not good. Okay. So it was it was a 45-minute wait for the pizza to come out, only for it to be rubbery. So I'm like, all right, we're keeping a positive attitude.
Of course.
We're keeping a positive attitude. We're going to have a good time. It is sitting like a rock in my stomach. And I'm like fighting for my life, but I'm like, we're going to walk around. It's going to be good. We have 24 hours in Chicago and it's going to be great. So we're walking around. I'm like, okay, let's go get coffee somewhere. I'm like tired. And then we have to like figure out how to like get on the train to go to the observatory, which is free because I did my research ahead of time. I was so excited. Okay. Because I've, again, never been to a big city before. We walked to Stan's Coffee. This is all in close proximity to the bean. Okay. Walk to Stan's Coffee. We get Stan's Coffee. I get a matcha. Okay. I promptly throw up in the bathroom. And I'm like, I'm keeping a positive attitude. How are we doing on the train? How do we figure out the train? First of all, never been on public transport.
Who's on this excursion with you?
Luis and I, and then Luis's sister and her partner, Chell.
None of you guys have been to Chicago before.
I don't know. Sophie and Chell haven't, but they're well traveled. Like they know how to like subway system type shit. Gotcha. Me? Like, yeah. I don't have any idea. Okay, so they're like, deuces, we got to go to the airport. We stay an extra day. And so, because we wanted time to explore. So I'm like, all right, let's go. They leave to go to the airport. We're like, bye, guys. And now we're on our own. We're like, let's get on the train. Where? Okay, where? We're walking around. We try and get on the train. Where's the train? We don't know. We walked up and down the same strip of road, catty corner from the fucking bean, for, I shit you not, 3 hours.
What?
And by the time, I have no idea where I'm going. We asked somebody. We walked in. I don't even know what that building was. I'm like, let's just ask. We can just ask.
Yeah.
We walk in. The receptionist is like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, we just, have a little question. And she's like, what, do you need to find like a Domino's or something? And I was like, we need to find the train. And she was like, it's that way, like you go down. And I'm like, okay, cool. We go down to the subway station. It smells like pee. I've never been in an underground anything.
Oh, it's horrible. Yeah.
Underground anything. Like
I've never been under the earth
below the surface. Okay. So I'm like, this is a lot for me. these are maps. They tell me nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know what these words mean. I don't know what these colors mean. I don't know like anything. Okay. I don't know which direction to walk. Something happens. We're like, oh, this is actually not going to take us where we need to go. We go back up. We try and catch a bus. I've never caught a bus before. Okay. The first time
Never
I've been
taken a bus?
The first time I ever got on a bus was a campus bus freshman year of college. I've never been on a bus. I'm telling you, this was bright lights in big city. I've never been on public transport before. Ever.
Okay.
Ever. Which is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
And we were getting looks, okay? We are walking around. Luis is nodding. We were getting looks because I was like starting to get frustrated. And I'm like, I don't know where the fuck we're going. And also you would think, me being me, that I would ask again. But no, I felt patronized. So I'm like, I'm not doing that again. We can figure it out. We can't figure it out. Okay? Hours go by. It is a little bit chilly. I'm getting claustrophobic because I can't see the sky. We are literally 0.2 miles from the bean where we started multiple hours ago. And I see a woman walking with a boa constrictor wrapped around her body, trying to shove it in her tote bag to get on the fucking public transport. And by the way, I have a severe phobia of snakes.
Yeah.
And I grabbed Luis's arm and I walked into the middle of the street and I said, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. And then I started to cry. And then we went down into the river area and I was like, maybe we can take a river cruise. It's fine. I asked the lady, how much is a river cruise? She says that's going to run you about $200. I said, I'm going to walk back up. At that point, I am in full-on tears. I'm staring at the Chicago River in tears. We've gone nowhere. Trump Tower is looking me in the fucking face. And I'm like, this could not get any worse. I've seen Trump Tower. I've walked up and down the same strip for like an hour.
That bean is fucking staring
multiple
at me.
hours. I've seen a boa constrictor and a woman trying to fucking shove it in her tote bag for whatever goddamn reason. Leave the snake at home. And now, baby, just call an Uber. Let's go to Tia Mari's. So he's like, okay, like we have to walk back up to the street. Okay, I'm getting really claustrophobic again because I can't see the sky because the buildings are so tall.
Yeah.
They're so tall. And we're standing there. The Uber passes, I don't realize because I'm in a state. Mm-hmm. And Louise is like looking around and she stops and we have to cross the street and we get in and she goes, y'all looked me right in the face and y'all didn't get in the car. I was waving at y'all, but I said, I bet that's him. I bet his fucking name Lewis. I bet his fucking name Lewis. And she kept going, I bet his fucking name Lewis. He looked like his name Lewis. And I was like, yeah, I mean,
that is his name, yeah.
Yeah, Luis is his name. Yeah.
I bet his name Lewis.
I bet his fucking name Lewis. And I'm like, all right. And she goes, y'all ever been to Chicago before? And I'm like, no. And I'm telling her, like, I'm from the suburbs of Houston. And she's like, you've never been to Houston? And I'm like, honestly, not really. Like, I don't know anything about this. And so we're driving and we're talking and she's going on a rant about Giordano's Pizza. And she goes, ugh, fuck that fucking Giordano's. I don't know why you'd ever go to Giordano's, blah, blah, blah. And she's like talking about it. She's like, I hope you brought some laxatives because you're going to be constipated for multiple days. And I'm like, all right, fair point. She's like going on this rant and then I bet his fucking name Louis. Like literally like the whole drive. Okay, it's like a 15-minute drive. We are pulling into the neighborhood and I'm like, oh, these are, you know, these cute little houses. They're older and, you know, they've got fun little doors and it's kind of like, it's cute. It's fine. And she goes, hey, who'd y'all say that you were visiting? And I'm like, oh, his aunt. And she goes, are you sure you have the right address? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, you check. And so Louise is like, oh, like, I'm like ready to get out of the car. Mind you, full face of makeup, jewelry on, little outfit, my crochet floral tote bag, looking the way that I am.
Okay.
I'm about to get out of this car. And she goes, wait. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, oh, I left off a digit on the address. Could you take us to like where we need to go? And she goes, oh yeah, I paused my app. I'm not letting y'all get out of this car. And I was like, what? And she goes, oh, baby, this is Inglewood. And I'm like, what's Inglewood? Wait. You say it.
I knew something was wrong looking around. I'm like, this they don't live in like the nicest spot, but this is not it.
I thought it was cute. I'm here to say on record, I thought Inglewood was cute. Because I wasn't really paying attention, right? So she's like, yeah, I paused my app. I was not going to let y'all get out of this car. Like, I'll take you to where you need to go. So she drives us, and we're driving it, and she goes, yeah, baby, this the fucking hood. And I'm like, okay. I thought it was kind of nice, but whatever. I've never been in the inner city. And she goes, don't you know the bad neighborhoods in Houston? And I was like, no, I don't. I really don't. And she was like, you know, this down here, the address you gave me, that makes a whole lot more sense because this is where all the Mexicans live. And I'm like, okay, cool. And she goes, see how all the signs are in Spanish? This is where all the Mexicans live. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. So we pull up and she goes, yeah, this is where the Mexicans are. So y'all have a good one. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So we get out. We go in the backyard. We see his cousins and everything and love them. They're great. And we're in the backyard and we're talking. And we're like, we went to Inglewood. And they're like, they're like gasping. And also the Uber driver went, if you're ever in a city and they have a place called Inglewood, stay the fuck out of Inglewood. And I was like, damn, didn't know that. Apparently there's an Inglewood, California. I'm sure you
Los
know.
Angeles. Yep.
I'm
know
sure
all
you know.
about Inglewood.
And so we get in their house and they're like, Luis, you almost killed her. She was going to get out of the car in Inglewood. And literally, I shit you not, this is like cinema. His cousin looks down at her phone. Fatal stabbing in Inglewood 20 minutes ago. When we were there, broad daylight. And I was about to get out of the car. Oh, it's a nice little place. Go out and knock on the door.
So cute. Hey.
It's so cute. I love their door. It's so cute. Because I thought your aunt lived there. So I was like, oh, it's so cute. No. And then the rest of the night, they would not stop giving him shit for giving her the wrong address and almost killing us in Inglewood. Can you imagine me there? Look at this outfit.
See, I'm picturing like you and like Grace on like a girls trip, and you end up in Inglewood.
We would end up in Inglewood. Grace and I would end up in Inglewood, and somehow we'd make a friend. I swear to God. I would have been robbed, literally blind.
Yeah.
The way that I was looking, I looked like a nerd geek weirdo. So anyway, I just needed to tell you about that.
Well, I'm glad you made it through that.
You know, and I did.
That was
by the skin of my motherfucking teeth, but I made it through.
I cannot. I think, you know, like that overused line in movies where it's like they're talking about relationships. Like, you don't love me, you love the idea of me. You know?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about cities. I love the idea of a city. It's like everything's in walking distance. I can just like go somewhere. I don't need a car. And just like, there's like so much stuff to do. You can go to a different restaurant every day, you know? And then you go to one. And you're like, this is just horrible. Why
are there rats?
I am being yelled at just all the time. Like everywhere.
Yeah.
You're just always being yelled at.
Does that lady have a boa constrictor in her purse?
Yeah.
Who's to say?
I went to New York City in high school, my senior year, for like it was like a trip that like my theater, like you could go for like theater and stuff. And every day was like a gift of just stuff where it's like, oh, I hate this about New York also now. Awesome. And I just despised that place. The first day, we had like a tour guide. And we had a different tour guide. We were there for like a few days. First day, she couldn't make it, or like our tour guide. So it had to be like this older guy who's like New York through and through. He talked like this.
That cracks me up.
And it was the first day, so we got our Metro cards, and we were about to take the subway. And so he was teaching us like how to like swipe in and go through, and then we're gonna go down, and we're gonna take this line, and then we're gonna get off at the third stop. You know that
I would never be able to figure that out on my own.
No,
and I didn't.
No. I was what we did that trip where she would just be like, okay, we're gonna go. You're gonna go in. You're gonna take the second staircase on the left down to a lower level of the subway, and then we're going to wait for the black train to show up, and we're going to get on that. We're going to get off at the fourth stop. We're going to get on the blue train. I'm just like, what are you talking
too many
about?
steps.
What are you doing? It's like hieroglyphics. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And
That's a different language.
Exactly. It literally
and everybody
is.
born up there
Knows
has
it.
been like doing that.
Yeah. It's like, oh, where am I meeting you? Okay, yeah, I know exactly how to get there.
No.
Like, I know exactly, like, what? Anyway.
I'm like, I'd rather spend the $30 on an Uber than like cry for 7 hours
Yeah.
and be like, I'm lost.
Exactly. And so it's a group of like 30 theater high school kids from Texas. We're lined up against the wall as he's like explaining this to us. And he decides, we walking down, and there is a, I don't like to make assumptions. I'm going to assume this guy was on some sort of drug influence.
Okay.
He was yelling very loudly, and he decided, let's stop right here to explain this to these children. And he's like, so your card, right, on one side it's yellow and it says Metro. On the other side it's white, has a black strip on top. Whenever you go up to and he's explaining how to like swipe a card. That's what he's explaining. Meanwhile, this guy who's on some sort of drug influence, I assume, turns to the group and just starts shouting the N-word.
Okay.
No other, not in context, just yelling it
Awesome.
towards us, making eye contact with any black person that we had in our group.
Oh, love it. Love it. Cool.
Getting louder, getting closer. And this guy this guy could not care less. Our tour guide was like, and
Just
then he
another
said
day.
it one time, and then he said like something, he yelled like something else that made him like stop for a second. He goes, man, and this is what he said. So the guy's yelling the N-word, and he yells something else, and he goes, man, I love this city, greatest city in the world. Anyway, so you got, and then we're like, what the fuck? I'm like, and meanwhile, like we're like slowly like ushering like the girls like into like the away from this guy, and it's like what am I gonna do? I'm 17 years old. I'm gonna stop this guy if he like tries to harm us, you know? And then eventually my director is like they get it. Let's just fucking go. I went to Dunkin' one morning and someone grabbed someone's coffee, and then he had white powder, like literally he had like a mustache, he had white powder on it.
Awesome.
Took off the cap, poured it. They had like a fruit bowl with like bananas and apples, poured it into there while yelling about how he has AIDS.
Love it. Love it. See,
and
I'm not
just-
cut out for this.
Exactly. I'm like, and people are just, I'm like, and like the workers like, ugh. And I'm like, what? I'm just like, you have
Just
to deal
another
with this?
day.
Exactly.
Hey,
Living the dream.
We're quite literally from the South, and I've never heard somebody scream the N-word. You'd think,
But
think,
we're the racist ones, right?
and you'd think, nope. Literally, I feel like a lot, even the people that are on a different plane
Yeah.
of existence, I feel like they have a
manners.
little bit of couth.
Yeah.
They have a little bit of couth. I
Got some
interact.
couth left, yeah.
I interact with a lot of people that don't have homes to go home to, and probably could be, not all of them, but could be under the influence of something.
Could,
okay?
yeah,
I
for
go
sure.
out of my way to give food to those people or money or whatever. And never once have I ever felt in danger. I feel like I would live every day in fear of the average person in a big city. I would.
No, yeah. And like you said, it's like I would stand on a street corner. I would look down one way. I'd look down all four streets, and you can't see the horizon. You
That
just see more
freaks
buildings.
me
I don't like it.
out.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I feel like I can't breathe. I literally get claustrophobic. We were walking down the street in Chicago, and I was lost, and I was overwhelmed, and I was tired,
Yeah,
and my
yeah.
feet hurt, and I'd fucking thrown up. And I was like, I feel like I cannot breathe. Like
Yeah.
somebody's sitting on my chest, and it is the woman with the boa constrictor in her purse. I just couldn't. And then there were just hordes of people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing out? Also, where are you going? Because I might need to follow you because I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, speaking of big cities, our actual topic for today is, as promised, talking about the Transformers movie.
Speaking of Chicago,
Is
the
it-
third Transformers movie.
Oh, what city is the first one in?
That is one of my notes. It takes place in LA, but for whatever reason, in the canon, I looked it up because they never say. They always say like they're going downtown, the robots. You know, they never like. It is. It's called Liberty City, Freedom City.
Oh, bye.
Or some shit like that. It's some fake name, and I don't know why.
Okay.
Mission City. That's what it's called. It's called
got
Mission City.
All right.
Why?
Well,
It's not like you need the rights to call a city by its name. You can just say you're in Los Angeles. But instead, the auteur director, Michael Bay, is like, we
Genius.
will call this Mission City.
Is that part of the comic? Because it was a comic first, right?
So, long story short, the Transformers whole IP storytelling wise was a marketing gimmick. Basically, it was made to sell toys. Like that was like the whole point
For
of it.
sure. And
It was
you
a
can tell.
Japanese. It was a Japanese IP, and they just made it. It was like Power Rangers, where it's just made as a fun series for kids to watch, and we can sell toys based off these unique character designs.
Yeah.
So in the 80s, 1984, there was a very, very, very popular cartoon show, based off Transformers. And it was Generation 1, as us fans refer to it as.
Yes.
Masterful. As far as character designs go, they are so good, so iconic. Me and my brother loved the show, loved the movie. We have so many Transformers toys. We grew up loving that shit. And so got really popular in the 80s. And then the movie really kind of like cemented its popularity, especially in the States. And just Transformers remained very popular throughout the 90s and stuff. But it was competing with like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was competing with like Ghostbusters. It was competing with just other popular visual IPs. And IP meaning intellectual property, by the way, in case anyone doesn't know what that means.
See, I was going to ask, but I was like, I don't know if that's blatantly obvious
No,
to everyone but me.
No, it's not. No, IP
Okay.
being like, like Captain America is like an IP. It's just something that someone came up with in media. And it's like, this is my creation.
Okay.
So
well, I will say, I think Transformers is more relevant now than Ghostbusters and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Exactly.
And actually, I was going to tell you, great timing for picking this because
Oh.
I was taking Jane to gymnastics yesterday. And so Sean and I sit in the little like waiting area, but we can see her doing gymnastics. And there's one other girl in her class because it's like middle of the day.
Okay.
Wednesdays. And so we're there, and this kid who's around Sean's age is also there, and we'd met him before at an indoor playground in the city. And he comes up and he starts talking to Sean, and he has Transformers gibbets on his Crocs, and he started talking about his Transformers game, and I was like, I just watched Transformers for the very first time the other day. And he was like, what'd you think? And I was like, it's good.
Did you lie to this kid?
Yeah, I was like, it was really good. I liked Optimus Prime. And he was like, I love Optimus Prime.
That kid is me, bro.
And so, yeah, we talked about it, and I was like, what's the bad guy's name? And he and Sean at the same time in unison went Megatron. And it was really funny. And Sean was like, yeah, no, I have a Transformers game. You want to see? And so they showed me the Transformers game. And you get to play as a character of your choosing. And
that sounds awesome.
yeah. So you should get on your iPad.
I need to
You should get on your iPad for real. Anyway, So I got to connect with a little kid.
There you go.
Because of this movie. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I'm glad that you put me on for that
Absolutely.
reason.
That's what I'm here for. You know, we're trying to expand
Build
each other's
connections.
Exactly. We're trying to expand each other's horizons a little bit. So in 2007, Michael Bay, who is a pretty popular director, not known necessarily for his quality, if we're going to be completely honest. Shout out Michael Bay.
What else has he done?
He did Armageddon with Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck. He did Pearl Harbor, which was like his version of Titanic, also with Ben Affleck.
His version of Titanic.
Yeah, it was like
Crazy.
literally Titanic came out, and then they made like their own love story tragedy, but centered around Pearl Harbor instead of around Titanic. It's like the same movie, but it's horrible.
Okay.
It's like just not
Maybe
good.
we can watch that one at some point.
And he did his breakout film was Bad Boys, the Will Smith cop movie. It's like an action comedy thing.
Okay, so I've never seen any of these.
Okay. Have you heard of most of these?
No.
Okay. But anyway, so
Sorry.
Michael Bay is a very
He's a very director.
Yes, he's one of the directors of all time.
Yeah.
He is a prolific action director. That's pretty much all he's done is like action movies. So he makes this first Transformers film in 2007. I am 5 years old when this movie comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I go to see it with my brother, who was 11, and
I didn't realize he was that much older than you are.
4 years older than me. Yeah.
So that's going to be 9. You were
Five.
5
Oh,
and
hello.
he was... so it's gonna
Whoa.
Whoa!
Okay.
The Cayman Jack is jacking. Anyway.
I think I did 4 plus 7 because of the year it came out instead of 4.
Yes,
plus.
yes,
Anyway,
yes. I was like, wow,
Yes.
that's a big
my
age
fault.
gap.
No,
Okay.
he was 9. I was 5.
Okay.
Parents took me to see this, and our lives were changed forever. I think.
Right.
This movie, I sent you a like a YouTube short or whatever, and it was like the college baseball World Series were happening.
Yes.
And they asked players, and they were like, "Who was like your first celebrity crush?" And half of the answers of these
Literally
guys
half.
were Megan
More
Fox.
than half.
They didn't say Megan Fox. They didn't say, "Oh, that girl from." Half of them said Megan Fox from Transformers.
Yes. I get
And-
it.
Exactly. So
And I get it.
and you get that's the defining aspect of this film. I think that's the long-lasting reach.
So, a note about this.
Please.
Initially watching this movie, this was not a movie made for me. By the way, this movie
That's such a good way to put it.
it was not like it's not a bad movie at all. It's just not like it's not marketed to me at all. Like, I think that if you had to mark down characteristics of a movie that I would not watch, bingo. Okay?
You got Transformers.
You got
Yeah.
Transformers locked down.
Yes.
Okay? I don't really give a damn about cars. Not really into saving the world. Don't really love aliens. Don't love the military. Like, I just like don't. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
not. None of this is for me.
Of
Okay?
course, yeah.
I don't love watching action sequences. Like, it's just not my thing.
It's not the Danish girl.
It's not the Danish girl. It's not Little Women. It's
No,
not the
no,
Danish
no.
girl. But I will say, initially, the whole Megan Fox character, Michaela.
Michaela.
I
You
was
remember her
like-
name.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. She fixes cars and she's sexy. Like, we get it. Okay.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
got abs and a mini skirt.
Yeah.
She works on cars and she's not like other girls. And
Yeah,
her
yeah.
fucking dad, whatever. But then I'm like, actually, I kind of love that she's not just the hot girl. You know what I mean? She like is badass and she saves the world. And like, of course she's hot, but it's like, you know, there's like a little something to it, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it. I will say Megan Fox plays the same character in every movie she's in. But you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
She is the same character as the other film we watched.
She's
in
sexy and she's
Yeah, yeah.
badass, and that's the situation.
No, yeah, she's not captured by Megatron at the end of the film, and Sam Witwicky has to go save her.
No,
She's driving a tow truck with bumblebees
on the back.
Bumblebee has no legs.
And she's saving his ass, and she's like, I'm not leaving you here.
She's unironically like one of like the stronger characters in the movie.
I would argue, is more powerful and important than Sam.
Yeah, definitely.
Sam is just there because his granddad,
Archibald Woodwicki.
saw some shit in the ice. In the ice when his ship was all stuck and shit. But like that's the only reason that Sam is relevant in this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you haven't seen the movie and you didn't do your homework,
you're gonna get lost.
You're gonna get lost
through a lot of this.
You're gonna get
discussion.
lost bad. But you know what? Maybe you'll stick around because we might be funny.
Hopefully, yeah.
I hope we are.
I hope we convince you to watch it if you haven't yet.
Yes.
That's
I
my
will
goal, at
say,
least.
if you're anything like me, it will be a laborious task, and you will have to break it up.
Get some of these inside of you.
That was my mistake. I watched it sober.
Ooh, yeah.
So here's the thing.
I watched it sober, but that's because
But you're a
I like
kid,
that
and it
movie,
was marketed directly towards you. I will say, like I said, I'm not going to dog it because it's, very impactful for the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that well, actually, no. I think that if I was under the influence, I just would have been like, all right, whatever. And I wouldn't have paid attention as much.
Yeah.
So I'm glad actually that I paid attention.
Okay.
And
And that's a good point.
Took it all in. So I'm excited to see what you have for me and like if I'll have any revelations about this shit. I do have notes for you.
Please. Okay.
But the Megan Fox character arc was important for me to note.
Absolutely. It's one of the defining features because, like we said, very impactful in a lot of young men's lives, Megan Fox. But then revisiting it, it's like, oh, she wasn't just... Because in the later movies, there are just the women. You know what I'm saying? And that sucks.
And
but
I think
she's
a
cool.
really, really cool thing to have a movie marketed directly to little boys that portrays a woman that's not just sexy or that's not just like desperate or whatever. Like,
yes,
she knows what she's doing, and the fact that she knows what she's doing is the hot part.
Exactly.
Like
you said, it is surface level. It is simple. Like, bro, she's hot, but she also works in an auto shop.
Whoa,
her dad's was in prison.
Yeah,
but it's enough for kids. It's enough.
Kids.
That's all you need. Yeah.
Like, oh, a girl can be badass too. Like, that's good. That's a good thing for little boys too.
I think maybe that had something probably to do that in like Terminator 2 or like
Don't get me started on Terminator 2.
Yeah. Well, that I would love to. I don't know about you. I would love to start with some of just your overarching thoughts about the film, and then we can sort of break this down into some specific stuff. But overarching, you already talked about it's a competent movie. I think that's hard to argue against. I agree with that. That it's looks like a film.
It really does.
The actors are acting like actors, and stuff like that.
The acting is really good.
Yeah.
The CGI is really good. That's a standout thing for me.
And I have some behind the scenes stuff. Would you like to hear about
okay,
that?
Good.
So
do you want me to just go ahead with my notes?
Let's go.
And then you can educate me?
Of course.
Okay. So this is word for word. Right off the bat, this is a boy movie, dude. Space, robots, war, power.
Yeah. We'll get into the
movie.
I don't know how much you're going to talk about in your notes. We'll get into the war propaganda or the military propaganda.
So military propaganda.
There is a reason for it.
Second note. The CGI is so good. Question mark.
2007.
2007.
Almost 20 years old.
I mean, if you haven't watched this movie, go look at some of the, I guess,
watch the fight scene between Optimus Prime and Bone Crusher on the highway. That's where it's at.
Yeah. And also when they're crashing into buildings and shit,
yes.
I was like, damn.
Yes.
And also me being me, I'm like, the infrastructure.
How long is this going to take to
they are never going to finish repairing this.
To be fair,
holy shit.
I think in this movie there's only one building that gets completely destroyed, and that's the one that they fly through. That Optimus and Megatron fly through.
Oh, it's multiple buildings that just get fucked up in some way, but that one completely.
Yeah.
My third note, stand out role, Bobby Bolivia. Again, I'm going to just summarize. Bobby Bolivia is a car salesman. He's fucking hilarious. He introduces himself, Bobby Bolivia, Uncle Bobby B. His grandma is sitting in the distance.
Yes.
And then he's like, "Oh, that's my mammy, whatever." And then she shoots the finger at him, and he goes, and I quote, "I'll bust your neck with a rock, bitch."
It says it while he's like in the middle of a lab. He's out, fucking bust your own neck, bitch.
It's just so funny. It's just hilarious. His whole character is really funny. That's when the main character Sam goes to buy his very first car.
Yeah.
That ends up being Bumblebee, an alien transformer robot.
Yes.
And in this sequence, I guess, everything gets blown up or something because the Transformers are fucking powerful. I don't know.
He like sends out like sound waves that like break all the windows. Yeah.
Yeah, because he like picked Sam
because of Archibald Witwicky.
Because of his granddad had some connection to the Transformers. Remind me what that was.
He was exploring the Arctic Circle. Ship got stuck, fell into a hole where Megatron was frozen in ice. But he accidentally activated his navigation sequence, and it burnt the location of the Allspark into his glasses.
Yes. Yeah. So that happened. And so his glasses were
when you say it out loud, it all makes
deal.
sense. Yeah.
Of course, it all tracks. So his glasses were a big fucking deal, and he listed them on Craigslist.
I think an eBay.
Something like that.
And he's trying to sell them to his class during a show and tell.
Yeah, because he like wanted money for his car.
Yeah.
Haha. More war propaganda. We start out in the military.
On a military base, yeah.
Air Force?
I want to say it's just maybe. Yeah, there's a lot of planes. So
I want to say it's Air Force.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. They're somewhere in the Middle East, ? Because of course. And in that scene also, I was like, hey, y'all are under attack from some alien robot and you're running into a village. Maybe spare them from that. Their whole shit is getting blown up. There are men, women, and children. Y'all are just running directly into a village, and there's an alien robot that you can't vanquish on your ass, and you are endangering the lives of very many innocent Middle Eastern people.
Really quick. I'm just going to get into this super fast, not to interrupt. Really fast. Military propaganda in this film. One, the military is badass. Am I right, guys? Look at this film.
Am I right?
So the reason was the military gave Michael Bay permission to use military equipment in the film.
Whoa.
If he made it look cool, basically. So it was basically like a military. It was literally like an ad for the military.
For little boys.
They were like, make us look cool and competent. Like we can never like make a mistake as far as like that is concerned. And you can use our like Warthogs and our AC-130s in your action sequences, and like we won't like charge you for it because usually it's like you have to like rent it out and like pay like a big buck.
Yo.
So,
if you make these little boys want to join the military, well, you do it for free.
Anyway,
brainwash these children.
I just thought that was really fascinating.
That is quite fascinating that the military was on board with Transformers for free.
Listen, it worked on me for a while.
Did you want to join the military?
I never wanted to join, but it took a while for me to get over like
see through the smoke.
Fucking the United States military industrial complex is badass, and they could do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get over that hump.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Just wanted to throw that little fun fact.
Interesting. Okay. So in this situation, main guy who was, if this is relevant to you, Uncle Hobart and Ramona and Beezus.
I forget the actor's name at the moment because I've had
white guy. He is the main military guy.
Captain Lennox,
Uncle Hobart, and he's presumed dead in this situation by the mother of his child.
Yes.
His wife and his newborn daughter.
Yes. Yeah. Daughter. Yeah.
And I just had to make a note of this because this is like a crisis in this movie. Okay.
So a Decepticon disguised as a Black Hawk helicopter. His name's Blackout. Lands at this military base. Of course. And
fucking their shit up.
Fucks their shit up.
Yeah.
So it kills like everyone except for like a small squadron of soldiers who escape.
He's presumed dead. Yeah. And basically my note for this was, that is your husband and the mother of your, and the father of your newborn daughter. And you hear this news of your husband probably got blown up. And all you can say is, oh my God. Everyone else acted the hell out of their role. They were acting. All she said, oh my God.
Does it shock you if I tell you that she does not appear in any other? Lennox shows up in the future movies. Say, she does not ever show up again.
That doesn't shock me. I'll say that doesn't shock me.
My note for that first scene really quick was, this is an exact quote. The helicopter's flying into airspace and they're like, hey, you're not allowed to be here. This is like United States airspace. You can't fly here. And the general guy, whoever is in the control center, he goes, have your crew step out or we will kill you.
Yes, I do remember that.
Just the way he says it.
Or we will kill you.
Just like not like military like slang or anything. He's just not like you will be like, you know, like
he wasn't fucking around with the words.
Like, we will kill you. We will kill you,
and you will be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's where things might get a little hairy for you. And I quote, I lost interest at minute 44.
Ooh.
And that is a little late, TBH. Yeah. Follow-up note, we get it. Shit's exploding and these robots are not nice. There are also too many characters in this fucking movie. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Yeah, like I said, this movie was not made for me. So
no.
I was like, we've seen about 50-11 machines of some sort blow up, and it really didn't have to be that many.
Yeah.
That's just a lot for me to sit through because I'm like, all right. And also to me, until this is a fucking 2.5 hour long movie.
I did not remember it being this long.
Okay.
Yeah.
So long. So long. I had to break it up into 2 chunks, okay? Because I just couldn't because the storyline makes sense, okay?
Yeah.
It's just so much blowing up shit and shooting shit in between. It's just like, okay, this thing blows up. Okay, we got to shoot at it. Oh my god. Go. Shoot. Blow up again. Crash through the building. Shoot. Blow up again. And it's like, let's, okay. Story, please. I understand why little boys would like it because it's like, oh, they're blowing shit up. But it's like, to me, it's just, let's go. Come on.
There is a scene where the Autobot Ironhide gets pissed on by Sam Witwicky's Chihuahua, and he threatens to blow it up with his gun.
That is quite funny.
So
we've all wanted to blow up a Chihuahua at some point.
That was the There's
yeah. But yeah. So and at the beginning, there are a lot of characters introduced. By the end, it all makes sense. But at the beginning, you're like, who are these people?
Yeah.
Who are these people? There are a lot of people in this movie.
But are you talking about the human people or you're talking about just
human people and robots? And to me, again, it wasn't until, a couple minutes till the end where I could tell the robots apart. So that does create a problem when you're like, X amount of people, hey Zoe. X amount of people, X amount of robots are in this movie. They all have different names, and I don't know who's talking because they all look the same to me, except I know Optimus Prime is blue.
Yes. So that is definitely a big issue, or that's a big thing to talk about with the film is the character design, because that was something massively changed between the original show and comic and like the original toys from the 80s versus this
Okay.
new movie. They look completely different in like the cartoon.
Okay.
A lot more distinct. You can
Okay.
actually tell them apart.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that was a note that I had, and I was like, am I just stupid? Like,
No.
I couldn't tell. I don't know. I feel like if you're really into it and you're a little boy watching this movie and you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
then your brain picks up on all that stuff.
Exactly.
But I'm like, now I'm just seeing a bunch of metal. I'm just
Yes.
seeing a bunch of metal,
Yes.
and it's all kind of the same color, and Bumblebee is yellow. And I knew that because of his name. And also because my cousin, when we were children, loved Bumblebee and would always talk about Bumblebee. And I was like, all right. Apparently that was a very impactful movie for him too.
When I saw this movie in theaters, there's a part where Bumblebee gets like captured by the government and like they're spraying him with like really cold like liquid nitrogen or whatever. It's like, and like he's like screaming. He's like, and like they tie him down and stuff. My mom had to remove me from the theater because I was crying so loudly.
Are you serious?
Yes, because I
don't even remember that.
I was so upset that Bumblebee was captured and they were hurting him that I cried so loudly.
That's sweet.
She had to take me out, have me calm down, and then I was able to re-enter the theater.
Wow.
So
well, and okay, maybe it's just because my favorite movies are like The Danish Girl.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched that scene and I was like, or like I watched when Sam was like, "You're hurting him, stop!" And I was like, "Wait, what? Like they're hurting him? Like he's a robot. Like does he have nerve endings? Like I just didn't register to me that he was in pain. Like I just didn't, you know?
Yeah.
So it just kind of, and I was like, oh okay, yeah. Sorry, Bumblebee. Like I'm right here with you. You're the guy.
Yes.
You're the main man. And I'm a fan of his character. He's a gentle giant. He's
Love
a nice
Bumblebee.
guy, and he's a hell of a wingman.
Oh yeah. I wrote this down. To this day, I don't know why he wants to get Sam Witwicky laid.
He wants
so
to get
much.
Sam Witwicky laid.
That's not a part of his mission.
Bad. It very well could be the
By
way he
the
was
end of the
behaving.
mission, they are making out on
top
of
of him.
And the other Autobots are watching.
Yes, that's another. That's the note that I have towards the bottom because I did it in chronological order.
Yeah.
But like Shia LaBeouf, which I did not know was in this movie until I
Really?
turned it on.
Wow.
I knew Megan Fox was in it
because
you said it to me. But I didn't know Shia LaBeouf was in this movie. Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox are mugging the fuck down on the hood of this sentient robot car. And the other sentient robot cars are literally standing around.
No, they are
gawking.
They are in their car form while this is happening.
But
Optimus Prime is standing though. He's
Optimus
watching and he
Prime
turns
is
away
10
to have
toes
his,
down. 10 toes down, bricked up, looking at Megan Fox and Shia LaBeouf mugging down on his buddy.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of Bumblebee being a hell of a wingman, he like at the beginning of the movie, Megan Fox is like pissed off about something and like leaves, like walks away from the car, and he is like reversing and like playing like sexy music.
Who's gonna drive you home?
Something like that. Something, yeah.
Tonight.
You would know.
That's the song.
And just trying to get her back in the car and like fall in love with him. And I'm like, damn, you're going for it.
Yeah.
You're going for it.
But it's like, why pretend to be broken and then when she walks away, be like, oh, I'm fixed now, and then go back to get her? Like, what's the point?
It's the wingman of it all.
I guess.
Because
just
if he
that ebb and
hadn't
flow.
pretended to be broken, she wouldn't have leaned over the hood in that mini skirt and exposed her abs.
Oh, you're so right.
And Shia LaBeouf is like, like trying to fight, you know, the insane boner that's denting the side of his car.
Yeah, it's just the genes cannot contain.
He's like literally gritting his teeth and looking away, which like I get it.
Chewing a hole in
the side of Bumblebee, and Bumblebee's like, you know what, buddy, I'm trying to get you there. So, anyway.
So add crossover number 2.
Okay.
Bumblebee is an original old like 1980s Camaro at the beginning of this film.
beginning, yes.
And he turns it to like the newer style of Camaro.
Yes.
This was a crossover like commercial ad by Chevy with this movie.
Of course.
They were like, hey, we're launching our new. This was their redesign of the Camaro. They were redesigning because the Camaro was just gone for a while, and they brought it back with a new look, and that's a second look in the film.
Okay.
And they were like, let's have Bumblebee be our new Camaro, and it'll be like our announcement. Like our announcement for like what the new Camaro is going to look like.
The marketing,
a lot of layers.
Really, really elite. I will say.
Yeah, I know.
That's kind of crazy.
It's a lot of layers. I can only imagine just how successful of a marketing gimmick that was.
Oh yeah, because I remember seeing a lot of yellow Camaros as a child. I really do. Yeah. I'm not making that up. Like with stickers and shit too of like the Transformers logo. Yeah. I don't think that it was a Camaro. What I sent to you, I texted you a picture. No. It wasn't. It was. It had the spirit of Bumblebee. It was a yellow sports car with black stripes, and I said, "Oh my god, celebrity sighting," because I had like literally just finished the movie and it was so funny. But yeah, so. Interesting there. I didn't realize it was so heavy, like marketing wise. I thought it was just coincidental, but nothing ever is. No. I guess. Next note is Megatron. Got it. And then in parentheses, he looked like his fucking name, Lewis, because he really does look like his name is Megatron, and of course it would be Megatron.
Yes, right.
He looked like his fucking name, Lewis. Like truly,
he is Megatron. He's Megatron. It's like you hear like Megatron, like Optimus Prime says that, and you're like, oh shit, what does this guy look like?
That's true.
There he is.
And if I had to dream up Megatron in my mind's eye, that guy.
Yeah. In the fun fact, in the original run, like the original Transformers, in this he kind of transforms into like a weird jet looking thing, and that's where like they fly through the building at some point. Oh, he doesn't really have like a stable like transforming thing. In the original series, he transformed into a pistol that another Decepticon would have to hold and shoot. So he would go from like a full robot into like, and he'd compress down into like a little handgun.
That needed some workshopping. I'm glad they fixed that.
Yeah. So, but there's a nod to it. There's a part where he goes like, and then like his like arms transform into like a gun, and he shoots at.
Oh
Optimus.
yes.
Yeah. That's like a little nod to it.
Yes. Interesting. Also, this was Megatron. My very last note of this movie.
Okay.
Now I'm going out of order. We rewound this scene. What would you say? 3 times? 4 times? When Megatron flicks a civilian and goes,
dude,
disgusting. There's just utter chaos, carnage in the streets, robot aliens. The military is on the fucking ground, okay, in the streets of Los Angeles.
Megatron and Optimus are fighting, and like they have a break where like they fall, and like they're like,
it's like knockdown, drag out. They fall out in the road, and there are civilians like running for their fucking lives because this is a horrifying situation. There's nowhere you can go. They're crashing through buildings, so you can try and take cover and you can go to the back, but like they're gonna crash through the building. There's quite literally nowhere to go. This guy, Megatron, like lands next to his car or on top of his car or something, and he gets out and he starts running. Megatron fucking flicks him and goes, disgusting, and the guy goes, ah!
And dies.
And like hits the side of a car. Yeah. And it's not so, I mean, it is supposed to be funny, but when you think about it, like being in that situation, horrific. The funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I could not be happier that you pointed that moment out. That is one of my favorite.
It sounds like a bird hit a window when he hits his car.
Yeah.
It is truly flesh against metal. It is the sound. And that just was very standout to me. Very, very stand out to me.
I love that moment. There's so much about this movie that I truly love. I love the Mountain Dew vending machine that shoots soda bottles at people.
So also the whole premise of this is that Mr. Bad Guy Megatron wants to make all of the machines on Earth sentient to
Using the
take over
cube.
the world using this special cube
Yeah.
that is a magic cube. I don't know. And for some reason, Optimus Prime is like, no, they deserve to choose because he's a pro-choice king.
Yeah.
And so he is like, they deserve to choose, and so they're fighting.
Yeah.
So that's the situation. So then all of the machines on Earth come alive, including a vending machine.
Yeah.
And like a fucking, I don't know, like some parking meter type shit. I don't know.
A steering wheel comes to life and,
attaches
yeah.
to some diva's face.
Exactly.
I
It's
don't
like
know.
from Alien.
Yeah, so that's the premise of it. Bad guy Megatron.
Yeah.
Not pro-choice. So
He wants
There
to
you go.
just. Yeah. He wants to just.
he wants to
this is
strip
what's gonna
humanity of its autonomy.
happen. Yes.
So yeah. Speaking of the cube, another standout moment for me, Sam's holding this cube and he has to go put it on top of some building or has to get on some building to be picked up by a helicopter.
Yeah.
Something. And he looks up as he's entering this building and it's like flights of stairs like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking the fate of humanity could be in my hands. And if I had to climb more than 4 flights of stairs, nice knowing y'all. I tried my best.
I got this far.
I really, really tried. I would run up the first 2, walk up the second 2, maybe crawl up the last one. And then I would be like, sentient robots aren't that bad. Here, Megatron, you can have it. It's fine. It was really never that deep. You can just kill me. I'm already exhausted. Like, it's fine. So, standout moment.
That's
me.
there's a lot of physical feats that our characters go through.
And he's just running like a motherfucker. The whole film, he's just running.
Constantly running as hard as he can.
I don't have that in me.
No.
I really don't. I hope my great-grandfather didn't have a connection to some alien type shit because I would not. I'm not the one to figure that out.
No.
Pick my brother, not me. He could run that far. Well, I guess not with his bum foot. Don't pick him either. It's fine. It is what it
the
is.
fate of the universe is not safe if it's with the Hamiltons.
No,
No.
it's not. Would have been, but
Yeah, Luis has got
Luis said, "Pick me, choose me." So I want you to go into the details of why this means so much to you and the behind the scenes and the everything, because I've done my notes, and
I'm glad you got something out of it. But thank you for watching this. I'm glad that you did. I think to anyone else who watched it, because I love this movie. It is 90% nostalgia of why I love this film. I watched this movie so much growing up, and there's so many little things that I just love about it. Quickly going back to the CGI, one of the things that was so good about it. So it was ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, who did the CGI. ILM was created for Star Wars, like the original Star Wars. That is where
okay.
And any movie that you've seen and you're like, that had really, really good special effects, 99% of the time ILM has worked on it in like some capacity. They are like the cream of the crop as far as like CGI is concerned. So they did all the stuff for this movie, and it shows. All the Transformers look great. They have so many moving parts. There's a Transformer in the second one where he's like 5 different construction equipment vehicles formed together in like a Voltron situation. It had so many moving parts that it crashed like multiple broke the computers at
Whoa.
ILM. They had it wasn't just like, oh, it crashed. Like they had to like throw the computers out and like get new ones.
Oh my God.
Because it was so much processing power.
Wow.
So that's how much they put so much effort into that. And then on set too, every time there's an explosion, it's a real pyrotechnic thing going off.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that.
it's like digitally you have the Transformer shooting something, but then on set it's like you blow up the car for real.
Wow.
And then that way when you mesh it together, it's like, oh, it looks real.
Yeah.
So there's a part in
and it really, really does.
There's a part where Bone Crusher and Optimus are fighting on the highway. That's a guy who like has like the arm on top of himself, and he has like skates, and they're going down the highway. And there's a point where he crashes through a bus, I don't know if you remember this.
Yes,
part.
I do.
He crashes through a bus. The bus was rigged up on wires, and it had like explosives on it. They ripped it apart. Like they did that for real.
Wow.
And then added the fire, and then all they did in post was add Bone Crusher crashing through it. So it's not a CGI bus. The only CG element is the transformer.
Bone Crusher. Interesting.
So it meshes really
Wow.
well. So it all blends together, and they did that throughout the whole movie. So
and
that
you know, normally you can like pick out like
yes.
which is CGI, and
Yep.
it looks kind of corny and weird, and you like
it
literally cannot.
holds up.
And it's crazy that it was 2007.
That's yes.
It's impressive for today.
It looks better than most of the sequels, which is I don't know
Wow.
how that happens, but it's just like I don't know. It's shocking how well it's hold up. Every time I rewatch it, I'm like, this is gonna be the time where I'm like, ooh, it doesn't look good. Nope, looks good. It looks good.
It does look really really good.
Everyone is so wet is a note I have. A lot of
Everyone is so wet.
sweatiness.
Everyone's very
Yeah.
sweaty.
Looks like they were not even sweaty, just like misted. With like, it's just they're just
Everyone
coated.
just looks uncomfy.
Yes, yeah, it's like a little too hot. It's like how we are right now in this room.
Yeah, it is going to be about 80 degrees in this room
Um,
right now.
There's a bunch of references that you don't catch because to the cartoon, to the original cartoon, there's like the old Transformer sound, which is like the transforming sound is like the like that kind of sound. That's like you can like, hear that sometimes. There's the original song is Transformers more than meets the eye.
Oh yeah, because
And
they do
Optimus
say
says
that.
that,
Yeah.
There's more than meets the eye.
Right.
Um,
So I bet those Easter eggs were like really, really mind blowing and impactful. And like, oh my god.
Also, yes, and at the Bumblebee in the original is a like Volkswagen Beetle.
Oh.
And so in the car lot where he's going to buy his new car, like there's like a Beetle
Yeah.
there. There's like, yeah. And
Okay.
that's a reference
Cool.
to it. Yeah. So a ton of those throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like,
kind of sad that I
"Oh."
don't really get all of that, so it doesn't like hold as much weight.
But it's not like distracting if you don't understand them. So it's just for us fans to be like,
Right.
"Oh."
But I love those.
Yeah.
When I watch a movie that's like
Yeah.
a situation like this for me, I'm always like, and look, and then she's doing this,
Yeah.
and look at that.
And then it's like,
Yeah.
it makes you feel special. Like, I get this. This is for me.
Yeah, and it was so intentional, and they paid attention. Like I
Exactly.
love stuff like that, so I
Yeah.
appreciate that about this movie.
And then going off really quick about the bug, the old designs are just so cool looking. There's just so many like iconic looks, and so when they were adapting it for live action, Michael Bay was faced with the decision like, do I make him look like the cartoon or do I make him look like robot metal blobs? So he tried to add as much character, and like you said, for a nerd like me, when I was a kid, I was able to know exactly who's who. That's Ratchet. That's Ironhide. That's Jazz. We'll talk about Jazz.
Oh yeah,
We'll talk
did
about
he get like ripped in half or
Jazz.
some shit?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll talk about Jazz in a second. But yeah, and so I'm not a big fan of the designs that they came of like the new designs. I get the reasoning behind it, but the original designs are just so iconic looking. The Decepticons especially, it's like what I'm like yeah, if like it's just their face, it's hard to tell. Like, is that Megatron? Is that Starscream? I can't tell. Like, you know what's going on here. But yeah,
I'll have to look them up and compare.
you should look up the original designs. They're all iconic. They're really great. Do we buy these people as high schoolers? By the way, would that ever throw you off, or were you like whatever?
Shia LaBeouf did give High Schooler.
Yeah, he did good.
Megan Fox. No.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the point.
No, exactly.
Nobody's being like, the main focus of this movie is the high schoolers. Like,
yeah.
No.
All they're all wearing like early 2000s outfits, and it's just
Loved
great.
that.
It's just
by the
great.
way.
There's a guy
Loved
who's wearing
that.
like a tank, like a tank with a backwards hat, shark tooth necklace,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, that's
Megan Fox is in the low waisted denim skirt.
yeah, yes, and a
we
crop
know
top,
that,
yeah.
and the crop top. Great costuming, which was just present day wear.
Exactly, like
Back
that,
in the
like,
day.
and now it's a period piece.
Yeah.
but it's
And that's coming back around.
and I love to see it. I think that's great. And then there's a lot. Speaking of it being the 2000s, there's a lot of race jokes in the film.
That was a note that I skipped over because I didn't know if you were going to talk about it.
Really? Zoe, we have to keep me talking about the black stereotype robot.
All I was gonna say was they're being racist as fuck to that guy in the military.
Exactly, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Spanish.
So they're trying to. So inside of this film, there is Michael Bay trying to make his own Predator movie. Predator being a action movie from the 80s, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay. Yeah.
And there is a scene just like that in Predator, where it's like the army guys are on a helicopter and they're all talking to each other, and they all have their unique personalities, right? And so, guy from Fast and Furious is talking to a guy who's speaking Spanish, and the guy's just talking in Spanish, and he's like, and like mocks him.
Yeah,
and it's
and
like,
they're
speak
being
English. And it's like
racist.
Yes. That's like fuck. And then they do it twice. Like I was like, it happened once.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay,
I'm
yeah.
like, all right, that's
okay.
whoa. And then they're like doubling down on like not
Jesus
enjoying the Hispanic person in their midst.
No,
it's just weird to me. I
Very
was like,
strange.
all right. And that's how we're starting this movie out.
Yes,
cool,
and then
cool.
after they escape from the military base and the opening scene, there's like they're being chased by like a robotic scorpion through the desert.
Yeah,
and that is very Predator, because it's like they're being hunted by something that's like they can't see because it's like under the sand.
Yeah,
and it's actually pretty cool. It's a cool idea of like being hunted by like this like robot that's like under the sand and it's like stalking them and stuff. And I'm like, that's a good movie idea. Oh wait, they already did it. It's called Predator, and it already exists. So
right.
But Michael Bay was like, I'm gonna make my own goddamn Predator movie inside of this movie.
I feel like he was really writing that I'm gonna make my own XYZ.
Yeah. And then there's also a nod to another. I'm probably gonna cut this because this is a nerd movie shit. But there's a reference to another film called a Stanley Kubrick film called Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Where it's the part where he calls. It's another. I don't know if this is racist, but he's like trying to call the Pentagon because they're being attacked. And he's like, I need to call Pentagon. It's like this like Indian guy answers the phone, and it's like it's gonna call because you're doing like international calls, so you're gonna have to pay. I need a credit card number. And he's like, I'm being attacked by a fucking robot. And he's like, I need your credit card number. So then he goes to a guy from Fast and Furious, and he's like, you got your card on you? He goes, it's in my pocket. He goes, which pocket? You have like 100 pockets. And he goes, like the left pocket, and he says the line. He goes, left cheek, left cheek, left cheek.
Yes, that was fun.
Referring to which pocket? Me and my family quote that line.
Left cheek.
I want to say once a day if we're together.
That's hilarious.
That line is in rotation.
Funny. That was quite funny.
Left cheek, left cheek, left cheek.
Left cheek.
Wanted to give some love to that. Anyway, moving on. There's a robot called Jazz in the film. Jazz is...
Rest in pieces.
Yes, rest in pieces. He's a Porsche, I believe. I think is what he transforms into. There's a part he dies very sadly. Spoiler alert. He is trying to fight Megatron one-on-one, and he goes, "You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me?" And Megatron goes, "No, I want two," and then rips him in half.
Hey, by the way, if that was a spoiler for you, this movie came out 20 years ago, and
exactly.
if you were gonna see it, you would have already seen it by now.
His introduction to the film, Optimus Prime is like, "This is Ratchet, and you already know Bumblebee, and this is Ironhide, and this is Jazz." His name is Jazz. I'm not going to do an impression of his voice.
Yeah,
but
don't.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's 2007.
It is so stereotypical. It's so hilarious. I like to imagine the direction that Michael Bay was giving that voice actor. Can you make it more?
Can you make it more?
Give it just a little more. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just like, yeah. And so, yes, and he literally breakdances like, do you mind if I chill here for a bit? And like he like does like a flip and like sits like this on.
I saw that and my jaw fell. My mouth was hanging open.
It gets me every time.
I see stuff like that from like movies that came out whenever, you know, like previously.
Yeah.
Like, 2007 ish. And I'm like, hey, what was the thought process there?
It truly wasn't that long ago. Like,
it wasn't
what are
that
we
long
doing?
ago, and it's
yeah.
like, hey, you really thought to yourself, let's do this and make him sound like this.
What is this movie missing?
And did you think along the way this could be construed?
No one was like, maybe we shouldn't do
Hey, maybe
that.
we shouldn't make caricatures of a
Yeah.
race. Like, nobody was thinking that. There was nobody on that whole team that was like,
We sure about this, Michael?
are we sure? Or were people like that? And he was like, fuck you. It's funny. Things to think about, I would say.
And then the final thing, really fun fact about Michael Bay.
Okay.
In college, I took a class. It was like a VFX class, like an intro level, just like learning about like how to like do VFX and stuff. And this guy was like an industry professional, and he said that he had a friend who worked on some of the Transformers movies as like a VFX supervisor.
Did you fangirl?
I was like, oh my God, yes. I was like, tell me. And he said that his friend told him the way Michael Bay, he'd be like describing the action scenes. Because it's like, how do you like, it's all CG. So you're not getting like a stunt coordinator. You're just like explaining like this is what's going to happen in the fight. A lot of times it would come down to Michael Bay pulling out a couple of action figures and literally being like, then this happens, then this
Wait,
happens.
that's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. That for some reason is very like inner child cute to me. I don't know.
Right?
I'm like just imagining Sean like pulling out his action figures, but like as a grown up and being like directing like a movie. Like that's cute.
There you go.
Oh,
Little positive
that's
note there.
A little positive note. That's sweet.
Yes.
That's quite
Any
sweet.
final thoughts you want to leave the people with about Transformers 2007?
Very long. Very long. Living for Glenn and Maggie, the hacker guy and the hacker girl.
Yes.
Glenn and
Didn't talk about that.
Maggie.
That's a whole side plot.
They're amazing, hilarious. Actually, my favorite two characters. That's really all I have. My closing remarks are that did I have to break it up into two chunks? Yes. Did I bitch and moan about having to finish it? Yes. Yeah. Did it take me a week and a half to finish it? Yes. Do I appreciate it? Yes. The CGI is honestly really, really good. I don't really watch a whole lot of movies with a lot of CGI. The only movies really that I've watched with a whole bunch are like the movies that Luis has shown me, because he's a big fan of like the sci-fi kind of stuff. Gotcha. Like an Interstellar and an Arrival, stuff like that. So seeing this, I was like kind of really blown away by how it looked. So I will give it some credit there. As I said earlier, Megan Fox's character at first rolled my eyes. Towards the end, I was like, damn, wow, good job. I'm not really getting the whole granddad and the ice thing. But I guess some bridges had to be built there.
It takes a certain level.
Takes a certain level of intelligence.
You have to,
right.
It's a certain IQ threshold you have to cross just to truly understand the genius
truly
that's going on.
And I guess I'm just not there.
No, not yet.
Guess I'm not there yet. But maybe one day, maybe if I finish the franchise,
Yeah, I think I was about to say, I think it's safe to say we will not be moving on in the franchise for this show.
I'm thinking that probably not.
You get to pick the next one. We won't make that. Yeah, we won't choose it now. But
yeah,
whenever
if we choose it now, it's gonna be Hunger Games.
Yeah, that's a big one.
And that's a really big undertaking.
Yeah.
And it's gotta happen at some point.
Yeah.
So, maybe.
But we'll get there. We'll get there. I could not recommend this film enough. I think it is truly a masterpiece. And if you haven't watched it already, I hope this convinced you, because it's truly a childhood classic.
It's a classic. I do think that if you're into action and like behind the scenes stuff and CG and
robots fighting
and stuff like that, like if you're like a sci-fi kind of person and you haven't seen it, which you probably have, I would say watch it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's up your alley,
Definitely.
I think that's good for you. So, and even if it's not, there are things in the movie that are funny and that are compelling. So, Transformers.
This is way more than I expected you to. That is awesome and shocking that you would give it even the slightest recommendation. So I'm ecstatic. I am so happy that you have indulged my weird childhood movie. And yeah.
Yeah. I think people's favorite movies should be handled with care. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be like, oh, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, there's nuance to everything.
Yeah.
And, like, there were parts that I definitely enjoyed. Some of it I was like, all right, can we fast forward?
Yeah.
Like, the fights.
And that's fine.
But there, like, when we watch my movies, there will be some misses. Like, I know for sure. The Danish Girl is probably going to be a swing and a miss. You know what I mean? Like, for you, it's not your kind of movie. But the thing is, like, we're expanding horizons.
Exactly.
And I think that there is value to consuming media that you wouldn't normally consume.
Yeah.
I think that's an important thing.
There you go.
So, anyway.
And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. Would you ever drive a yellow Camaro?
Absolutely.
With a Transformer sticker?
Yes. Absolutely.
Camaro, if you want to sponsor us.
Please, Chevy, I will take your sponsorships. We'll put
Camaro.
a big just Chevy logo right here. I'll put an Autobot logo right here.
If that's what you want.
I mean, it's just going to be great. I think it'd fit perfectly in our color scheme. And I could not be happier.
Nice.
I am done.
I am done.
Awesome.
I'm tired.
Hey,
you got work tomorrow. It is 10:42. So it's late. So if you saw me yawning, it's not because I didn't care. It's because I am tired.
Little EP. A couple of beers deep now.
A couple of beers. I've been up since 6:30 in the morning. Yeah. I'll have to tell Sean to watch the movies.
Absolutely. You might have to show him. Get some life-changing experience for Sean.
Yeah.
And it'll make him a better person in the long run, I think.
You know, I do agree.
More complete person.
I do agree.
Yeah. So
peace and love.
Thank you so much for watching.
We'll let you know next movie situation.
It probably won't be for a couple more episodes.
You know, yeah. We're not going to bombard you with movies every week. No. So see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. For real this time.
For real this time. We do have the episode pre-recorded. So yeah, bye.
Bye. Oh, we actually talked about it. I'm so happy.
I'm so tired.